coverage brought to you by Davis Law Firm.
It is the reason they made the trade to upgrade the quarterback position. Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys traded for Trey Lance, the 2021 number 3 overall pick. Right now, he is the number 3 quarterback on the depth chart for the Cowboys. Lance's improvement last year as a quarterback for the 49ers, definitely on the upswing until the 23-year-old suffered a season-ending ankle injury in Week 3 last year. Brock Purdy took over and got the team to the playoffs. Then in camp this summer, Lance ended up the 3rd stringer after he got beat out for the backup role by Sam Darnold. But now he gets a fresh start. In college, Lance was a stud at North Carolina State, and around the same time, he's uniting with his new team. He's also returning with former NDSU teammate Hunter Lipke, who is also celebrating making the Cowboys roster.
Getting to see Hunter, got to see him today, man. Was super excited. Obviously for him, got to watch his last preseason game, man. He had a great game, so it's going to be awesome for me to have a familiar face. A few guys I had crossed paths with in the last few years, but him definitely having spent that time and came into college with him would be awesome.
He joins the running back room with Tony Pollard, Deuce Vaughn. He is the 6th-round pick of the Cowboys. His dad works for Dallas. Matter of fact, if you remember, he's the one that made the call to tell Deuce that they were drafting him, and Rico Dowdle. Beyond that, Dallas cut 2 former draft picks in Bohanna and Cox. Warren High School alum Dennis Houston was cut along with Simi Fehoko. Kelvin Joseph was traded to the Dolphins in exchange for Noah Igbo-Nagni.
I hate all the cuts.
And the Houston, it's tough for these kids. The Houston Texans were able to make a trade with the Steelers to beef up their offensive line with Kendrick Green in exchange for a 2025 6th-round pick. Green is a former 3rd-round pick. The Texans released a handful of their veteran players, including quarterback Desmond King, linebacker Christian Kirksey. Now the 53-man roster is set for the Texans under first-year head coach DeMeco Ryans. There's a lot of newness that surrounds this Houston group. Of course, C.J. Stroud was named as their starting quarterback. And we just got this. The Spurs released their preseason schedule. The rest of it, we knew the home games. Now we find out the first preseason game, the first time you're going to get to see Victor Wembanyama in a Spurs uniform, October 9th. They'll take on Oklahoma City. 5 preseason games and then the regular season. So
your favorite time of the year. You got football, you got baseball, you got basketball.
Nonstop.
All right.
And with rising costs, many of us are turning into bargain hunters. But when it comes to prescription drugs, there may be a few cost-saving options. Our federal program aims to change all that.
The first drugs targeted to drop in price because of a new federal law already prompting pushback from drug makers. ABC's Justin Finch with how the policy is supposed to save us billions on popular drugs that many need but can't afford.
In announcing a first-of-its-kind plan for Medicare and drug manufacturers to negotiate lower prices for some widely used prescription medications, President Biden slamming the high cost American consumers pay.
Big Pharma charging Americans more than 3 times what they charge other countries, simply because they could.
In this initial phase, the White House is proposing Medicare negotiate with drug makers to lower the cost of 10 popular medications. From Xarelto and Eliquis, used to prevent strokes and blood clots, to type 2 diabetes drugs, to Farxiga for people with kidney disease. The Biden administration estimates as many as 9 million seniors take at least one of those drugs, some paying $6,500 out of pocket each year. The nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office finds negotiating drug prices could save Medicare an estimated $98.5 billion over a decade.
But this is something the public has wanted for a long time, and the federal government has finally responded.
But many drug manufacturers are slamming Biden's plan, saying it could stifle pharmaceutical innovation and lead to price controls. Legal challenges are mounting.
Several manufacturers are already suing the government, claiming that, unfair, trade practices. So all of that has to get litigated in the courts.
The White House confident that seniors will save, but just how much is yet to be determined.
At times, I've had to forego or ration some of my drugs because they were just so expensive. No one in America should have to live this way.
The president says he's not backing down on the Medicare drug negotiation program, but even if it survives its legal challenges, seniors are not expected to see any savings until at least 2026. Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.
The first over-the-counter opioid overdose antidote is expected to hit shelves next week. It's Narcan. Emergent Biosolutions, the manufacturer of Narcan, says the medicine will have a suggested retail price of $45 per carton. Each carton includes 2 doses of the nasal spray. It'll be available at Walgreens, Rite Aid, Walmart, and CVS. The Food and Drug Administration approved Narcan as an over-the-counter drug in March, the response to the national opioid overdose crisis. And the amount of federally protected water now slashed by more than half by the EPA. The move follows a Supreme Court decision in May that rolled back some protections for the U.S. wetlands. The rule will invalidate an earlier definition of what constitutes the so-called waters of the United States. It could impact up to 63% of U.S. wetlands by acreage and close to 5 million miles of streams.
Believe it or not, we still don't know how many people died in Maui wildfires. This even though crews in Hawaii have all but finished searching for the victims. As of right now, the death toll stands at only 115, but nearly 400 are listed officially as missing. Investigators at the state, local, and federal level are working their way through the FBI's credible list of those still missing. They're asking people to share any information they have, including DNA samples, which could help them identify remains. Ukraine sending waves of drones deep into western Russia in nighttime attacks. They lasted for more than 4 hours. Those drones hit an airport in near Russia's border with Estonia and Latvia. It caused a huge fire and damaged 4 military transport planes. Those planes can carry heavy machinery as well as troops. At least 6 regions of Russia were targeted. The barrage appears to be the most extensive Ukrainian drone attack on Russian soil since this war began 18 months ago. Russia also launching its own series of drone and missile attacks on Ukraine, mostly in Kyiv.
Outside with live cam, Sarah was talking about how the sun will set a little earlier. So that means the days are getting shorter. So hopefully that means that they won't be as hot as long.
Yeah, that's true, David. That's the season's changing for us.
That's the definition of fall.
Which, you know what? Here's the thing. I'm ready. I'm ready for the cooler weather. I don't know about you, but we have had 62 100-degree days, and today's going to make 63. A little tease this morning. It felt pretty great outside this morning with low humidity and temperatures in the upper 60s in some places. In spite of the fact that it is cooler across the state of Texas, there is a period of time today whereon, according to ERCOT's website, the demand is expected to exceed the supply of energy. You can see that right here. The demand is this red bar and the yellow number, and the supply is the blue line and the white number. And you can see that today, it's time to watch between about 5 p.m. and 9 p.m. Forecast demand is expected to exceed supply. It was a similar story yesterday, and things ended up being okay across the state. And in a statement from ERCOT, they are quoting the reason for this as unexpected plant outages for some fossil fuel producing plants and a lack of wind as well. So that's an issue today. We'll be watching carefully 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. According to their website, though, there is improvement in the days ahead, which is good news. Supply will most likely meet the demand. And just a reminder that today is a CPS Energy Conservation Day. It's a yellow day, so conserve energy from 3 to 9 p.m. however best you can. Again, it's an issue, and we're going to keep you posted as we hopefully get more answers from ERCOT and CPS. As we take a look at your authority radar, you can see that there are some showers across areas nearer to Rock Springs right now. Some puffy cumulus clouds developing north of San Antonio. This will allow for us to have a 20% chance for an isolated downpour this afternoon. More on that timeline and, of course, your Labor Day weekend forecast coming up in a bit. Ursula, David.
Thank you, Sarah. The labor market could be starting to cool. Payroll processor ADP reporting a sharp pullback this month after months of robust hiring. The data shows private companies in the U.S. added an estimated 177,000 jobs in August. That's about half the gain from the previous month and 18,000 less than economists were expecting. The Bureau of Labor Statistics August jobs report will be released Friday morning. Economists are expected the U.S. to have added 170,000 jobs. ADP's report doesn't always correlate with the federal jobs report.
With people taking advantage of Labor Day sales, it's time again to keep an eye out for Porch pirates. How to make sure your shopping trip doesn't end with you empty-handed.
Now to a brazen porch pirate caught on camera just taking a package right out of the delivery guy's hands.
Unbelievable. ABC's DeMarco Morgan on how you can keep your packages safe, especially since so many Labor Day and back-to-school orders are just about to ship.
Watch as a man calmly walks beside a FedEx worker delivering a package, then suddenly snatches the box right out of her hand and makes a run for it.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing, like this guy right in front of my door, just grabbing the package and just running away.
Homeowner Jessica Sine says she was shocked and in disbelief.
I looked at the the camera, and the lady she couldn't even speak, and she was just like shaking.
Sine says instead of receiving the iPad she ordered, she heard banging on the door from the FedEx worker moments later.
She was like, "Can you open the door, please?" I'm like, "What's going on?" She's like, "Someone stole your package." I'm like, "What?"
FedEx telling us the safe and secure delivery of our customers' shipments is a top priority. We are working with local authorities as they investigate this incident. With Labor Day sales and back-to-school orders in the process of shipping, experts say to stay vigilant.
Many people have doorbell cameras, but that doesn't seem to impact the rate of theft very much. And many states have added laws or strengthened punishments for laws on package theft.
There are things you can do to help prevent the opportunity.
If the opportunity isn't there, then the crime's not going to happen. So anytime you can have a package delivered to a trusted neighbor, perhaps to a storefront, or somewhere where you frequent, or maybe even a parcel locker system. That way, the only thing that comes between you and your package is literally you and not anyone else.
That's scary.
Yeah, very scary.
That's kind of scary.
And that's so brazen.
Yeah.
I know. I've seen, Ring videos of packages being taken, but nothing like that.
Right out of the hands of the delivery person.
Hey, do you guys see on live cam those clouds that have started to develop there?
Looky.
Yeah, we're going to try to see if we can squeeze out any water from the atmosphere in the form of an isolated shower or storm. The aquifer could use it. I mean, the aquifer's up a tenth of a foot over the past 24 hours, but still almost 30 feet below the monthly average. Here's the pollen count for you today. Molds are moderate at 880. For the first time this year, fall elm shows up in the pollen count. Low at 10, but it's nice to even see the word fall on a graphic here. Hey, coming up in the forecast, I'm going to show you where in some areas there is a little bit of rain right now. We'll talk about Labor Day weekend and the latest on Hurricane Idalia coming up.
So last half hour, you talking about the blue moon. This morning on the way to work, there was like a bright, full orange moon.
We're on our way there.
Yeah, it was really well because I get up earlier than y'all apparently, and I got to see it. Maybe y'all should get up early.
And I was reading that we hit the last one we saw.
She went right by that. She just went right.
He's bragging.
Yeah.
Last time we saw it was 2007, maybe, and we're not going to see one for a long time. Another one for a long time.
Yeah, it's pretty rare to have it be a blue moon, which is the second full moon of a month, and to be super, which basically means it's closer, so it's a little bit brighter and bigger in the sky. So that combination is pretty rare in and of itself. We've got an article about it right now on KSAT12, and you'll be able to see that with nice clear skies tonight. Take a look at the month, though. I mean, this has been a brutal month. In fact, August 2023 is likely to go down as our hottest month ever on record in San Antonio. Every single day has been above average, significantly so, with the exception of the 22nd, last Tuesday, when we had some rain from Harold. But, 5.5 degrees above average, 106. We've hit 106 multiple times. We've had 62 total 100-degree days, and today's going to make 63. I mean, we're already at 94 in San Antonio, 96 in New Braunfels, 92 in Uvalde, and 95 in Carrizo Springs. Notice in Rock Springs, though, it's 88 degrees. There's a little bit of rain occurring right now near Rock Springs, and you can see some puffy cumulus clouds have started to develop in the hill country. As if these clouds can develop in the vertical, they could produce some rain, but a lot of that rain would evaporate before it hits the surface because it's pretty dry at the surface. Dew points are in the 50s and even in the 40s. So there's no heat index. In fact, it actually feels a little bit cooler than what the thermometer actually reads out there this afternoon. And here's a look at where some of that rain is right now that is developed out near to Rock Springs. You can see near Rock Springs pushing into parts of Kinney County. So areas near Bracketville and Del Rio could see some isolated rain this afternoon as well. Our chance in San Antonio is only 20%. Okay, it's not going to be like on Monday where we saw more widespread rainfall. That's not the case this afternoon. In fact, we'll likely reach 100 degrees by about 4 or 5 p.m. And then this evening, the sun is going to set shortly before 8. So nice viewing weather for that super blue moon this evening, as temperatures will be falling into the low 80s by midnight. A nice breeze from the north and low humidity. It's going to feel pretty good for a summer's evening. Now, this morning we woke up and it was 72 degrees in San Antonio, our coolest morning since June 9th rather, of earlier this summer. So that's about 82 days. Now tomorrow morning it's going to be nice and comfortable outside too. Temperatures will be in the upper 60s in the higher elevations in the hill country and in the low 70s around San Antonio. But that's about where the good news stops, because it's going to be another hot one tomorrow. We're going to reach 102 for the high tomorrow in San Antonio, 101 in Castroville, 102 Stinson, 103 Pleasanton, 103 Floresville. It'll be 100 in Kerrville, 101 in Canyon Lake, and 102 in New Braunfels. So a hot day tomorrow, and in fact it's going to be hot for most of this for the rest of this week and into Labor Day weekend. Let's talk about Hurricane Idalia, which is currently working its way through southern Georgia now. That's after it made landfall as a Category 3 hurricane earlier this morning. It is a weekend over land, but it's still a strong Category 1 hurricane with wind gusts of up to 115 miles per hour around that eye. Now, Idalia is expected to continue to maintain its hurricane strength as it impacts parts of the Carolinas and eventually becoming a tropical storm as it heads back out to the Atlantic by tomorrow morning. Looking at our forecast, though, in San Antonio, 102 tomorrow, 101 Friday. Labor Day weekend is hot, 100 on Saturday, 101 on Sunday, 100 on Labor Day itself. No major rain chances for us. It looks like this hot summer will continue into September as well. We'll have more news for you after the break.
We are 5 minutes away from SA Live, and let's take a look at what they're doing downtown.
Oh,
look at this right here. I've got a baby Cotamundi, and Anita Lenahan from Happy Tales is the one wrangling him right now. That is Jasper, right?
Yes.
Okay, and that's just one of the cute critters that this mobile zoo can bring to you, but you're also going to be talking about some new and exciting programs you've got going on, right?
That's right.
All right. Jasper is fully charged 100% and ready to go. So we don't know what's going to happen when SA Live continues. So be sure to stick around for that. And Jen is going toe-to-toe, right?
That's right, Jabs Boxing. It's the only location here in Texas. It's only been open about a week. Amanda, what makes this place different?
Super excited about this. It's actually the very first boxing-inspired circuit workout that tracks your progress. If you want to go ahead and throw a couple punches for me, you can actually see on our TV screen the average punches, the speed, and force of your workout. And you'll get that emailed to you every single workout.
All right, and they have a deal for viewers if you want to try some free classes. We'll tell you all about it.
And one local restaurant has some tasty ways to give back for a good cause. John Bird with Doghouse, tell us how.
So this the month of September, we are doing a Maui Strong fundraising, and we got 3 items to $1 for each item goes back to the fund to help out Maui.
All right, all that and more when SA Live continues in just a few minutes.